All right. So I got all this pulled up already. I got to be a little quick today. I'm running out of time in the day. So I have these 6 picks right here that I found on the app. This first one right here, Isaiah Collier in the Utah versus Indiana basketball game today, over 4.5 assists. Only 5 other people have taken that, but if you go over here, he's a trifecta. So that's a good sign. He's only missed it in 2 of his last 10, 3 of his last 20. He's only played 1 game so far this year. He's missed it once. He's coming up against Indiana, who gives up a lot of assists to his position. 52% accuracy, the book's favorite. 57.26% implied chance. He's projected to get 6, which is a really good sign. That's 1.5 more than the line has him at. 34% difference between the line and the projection. Hit it 100% of the time whenever he's played them. 50% of the time this season. 80% over the last 10. 80% over the last 5. Not much else to explain there. Just all around good pick. I'm going to stress that you guys should not take every single one of these picks. I have 6.5 of them for you, and I say a half because Dennis Schroeder is at 4.5 only on MGM. So Dennis Schroeder at 4.5 on MGM, which means if you switch it over to DraftKings, it's got it at 5.5 and it's a plus money prop. So pick your poison, because there's clearly a lot of difference right here where he can hit 5.5 and he's gone over that. But if you hit the 4.5, right? Hit the 4.5 instead, and he's got to get 1 less assist than you do need to pass the plus money prop, and it's still minus 155. So pick your poison there. Either way, I don't see much of a difference, just because if he does go over this line, it's 6 every single time. It's not like he's a get 5 assists type of player, but I'm going to take it at the 4.5 just to be smart. But that's 2 of them down. So Dennis Schroeder over 4.5, favored by the books. 60% implied chance, projected to get 5.17. So the projection for him is low. That's why the books says different things on all of them. Knows what he's going to do tonight. But at 4.5, he's got a 15% difference between the line and the projection against. I always try and match up every single time against teams that give up a lot of assists to his position. So we got Dennis Schroeder over assists. We got Isaiah Collier over assists. Let's see what the next one is. RJ Barrett. So RJ Barrett, this is one that doesn't look as good. 1, 2, 3, 4 times out of his last 10, he's missed it. But 80% of his last 5. He's been on fire for this number right here. Out of the entire season, it looks like those 10 games are all he has so far. So 4 out of 10 isn't bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 4 out of 10. The line's at 3.5. Nothing crazy. 56% accuracy. The book's favorite. 60.94% implied chance. The projection is 3.8. There's only an 11% difference, which isn't the greatest, but sometimes you just got to take what you can get, you know? It's like I said, I want to stress, you guys shouldn't take every single one of these picks. Like, if you're looking at this one right now and you go, oh, you know what, Gary, I don't really know about this one, don't take it. It's literally that simple. So RJ Barrett over 3.5, Isaiah Collier over 4.5, Dennis Schroeder over 4.5, and then we got Brandon Podziemski. That's a tongue twister right there. So 25, 26, 1, 2, 3, 4 times he's missed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 out of 11 games that he's played so far this season, he's missed it. But as you can see, he was on fire for a while here. He was on a streak. Missed it in his last game, but we're hoping he just hops right back on the train and keeps pushing. We got 2.5 is the line. 3.3 is the projection, almost a whole differential point away from what the lines think is going to happen. AI has been accurate about it 57.4% of the time. Books favor the line, 58% implied chance. He's hit it 80% of his last 5, 70% of his last 10, 64% of the season, and 100% head-to-head against this team, who gives up a lot of assists to his position. It's like I said, though, you guys might look at this one and say, hey, this isn't the pick for me. Don't take it. It's up to you. We hit 100% of the bets we put out yesterday, which is always a good sign. Always love days like that. So Podziemski over 2.5, Barrett over 3.5, Isaiah Collier over 4.5, Dennis Schroeder over 4.5. So that's going to wrap it up for basketball. I'm going to switch over to hockey here, and we have Mark Scheifele over 1.5 shots on goal. As you can see, it's just over 50% accurate by the AI. Heavily favored by the books, 65% implied chance. He's projected to get double what the line is, 102% difference. That's a crazy number right there. But as you can see, the guy regularly, well, not regularly, but often gets up to 4 shots on goal. So hopefully he does that for us tonight. Nick Suzuki. Look up here, we got 1.5 shots on goal, 60% accuracy from the AI. Another heavily favored by the books pick, 65.28% implied chance. And another one that the projection is literally double what the books think is going to happen. Always a good sign for you. Yep, line's the same on both. 120% difference. Crazy. 60% of his last 5, 70% of his last 10, 67% of the season, 100% of the time against this team. So another one that I'm looking at, looking pretty good. He's going to miss it here and there, but if the AI is taking him as a trifecta, so am I. We went over Scheifele, Suzuki. So our last pick, I'm going to be real with you, I have no idea who this guy is. Never heard of him before in my life. Carolina versus Washington, Keandre Miller. He's a defenseman, so I would take that with a grain of salt. Obviously, he's not an offensive player, but as you can see, 1.5 shots on goal. The AI has been accurate about it 100% of the time, which means even these games here where he missed, the AI had him to not hit it. That's a crazy number right there. AI accuracy 100%. The pick is favored by the books, but not by much. Implied chance of 55.56. He's projected to get 1 differential point away from what the lines say. The difference is 77%. And if you look here, 100% of his last 5, 80% of his last 10, 89% of the season, head-to-head 50% of the time. I'd like to see that head-to-head. So he missed it the last time he played them, but that was also last year. So we're going with Keandre Miller over 1.5 shots on goal, Nick Suzuki over 1.5 shots on goal, and Mark Scheifele over 1.5 shots on goal. But it's like I said, you guys don't have to take every single one of these. I'm going to pull them up on screen here for you so that if you guys need to, you can pause the screen and go back and forth between your apps and do what you need to do. The one that's not on here right now is Dennis Schroeder, because that one's a kind of take at your own risk, at your own level kind of one that I picked out. But if I were you, I would pick the 3 best ones that you like from all of these tonight, and I would do that. Make sure you single bet every single one of them, and if you're going to parlay them, put a small amount on the parlay. And that's all I got for you guys tonight. I just need you to do me one favor. Have a nice night. Or else.